Hello, welcome to Dufty's channel. As requested, now a quick review of 4 mods. They will enhance the realism of your U-boat gameplay. Who wants to play as real as it gets can't neglect the TDC, the Torpedo Data Calculator. A short basic tutorial for how to sync ships with the TDC you will see later in the video. The next mod is a must-have for me now, magnetic detonators, syncing ships the real way. The Kompass Navigation mode changed the overlay of the vanilla instruments, a must-have mod for me as well. And finally, the Realism Target Identification Historical Images mod. This one replaced the stock silhouettes with real images and spices up the target identification process. Try it out for yourself! I just want to point out that the 100% accuracy of the data gathering of the vanilla game is a bit problem for me. In the example you can see, you never miss a shot if you do it that way. You see in the background the example that the crew will aim the torpedo with pinpoint accuracy, and this not feels real for me. A quite experienced crew in the Second World War would achieve an accuracy of 70–80%. Count in unfavorable weather conditions, stress of the battle, fatigue of the crew. This number will drop significantly, and UBOAT does a good job to integrate this in the gameplay mechanics. But the whole process to get your target information feels a bit shallow for me, and that's where the TDC comes into the play. It demands you to plot each target information manually in the calculator. Here is a quick tutorial. The sheet to determine the covered distance in meter per knot. And the sheet to determine the speed of a target with the time and distance. Both of these come along with the TDC mod. These sheets are quite handy to determine the speed of contacts in greater distance. Little side note here, recently I discovered there are mods available to hide all the target informations on your map. In another video I will update you about this. First we plot the course of the target into the map as usual. As always, we try to achieve an angle of 90 degrees to the target. With the TDC we are now able to predetermine the torpedo's position in a certain time. This system gives you the capability to shoot around the corner if you like. But keep in mind, any deviation from a straight line shot will drop the accuracy. A rule of thumb: better let the target navigate into the torpedo than the torpedo navigate into the target. If the torpedo runs a greater distance to the target, keep the steering course of the torpedo in a range of 10 to 20 degrees, otherwise you will likely miss your target. But first, sending a radio transmission. So, next step, the bearing of a target. "50 degrees are easy to read out. And keep in mind, we are just estimate the bearing. And here it is, my favorite college yearbook. As I promised, instead of the boring silhouettes we have now a collection of authentic pictures. Next step in our checklist, determine the distance to the target with the ghost picture. Once we have the distance, we take care about measuring the speed. If you toggle the switch, you lock in and follow the target. Is it really 50 degrees? We will see soon. You can repeat this procedure over and over. You always will end up with a light offset. And this brings a little tension to me if the torpedo really will hit this target. You not recommend the rear torpedo.
Rohr 1, bewässern!
With this button we transfer the data from the calculator in the torpedo.
Rohr 1, bewässert!
Our target has a depth of 8.5 meters. In the range of 1 to 8.5 meters we can use the contact fuse. In a range of 9 to 11 meters we can use the magnetic fuse from the magnetic Detonators mod. And keep in mind, changing the speed of the torpedo affects the angle of the torpedo.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Oh, this is pinpoint accuracy. It not needs any further corrections. At 90 degrees we have the optimal run of the torpedo.
Los! Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Sie den Kurs an.
Thanks for watching and enjoy your simulation.